Hello YouTube, welcome back to another one of my videos. So this time it's a little bit more content again, and it is 7.4.2, and we're going to go on to do my very first path here, and I'm going to choose the T5 basic just because I'm so desperate for them, and it always helps me to even push a few more champs to rank 2 or rank 3 if needed. So we're going to start off here on this path against this Diablo. Now the main nodes to worry about on here is the special delivery. So you need to throw a special attack within 15 hits, and you can see the combo meter there for that. And apart from that, that's pretty much the worst thing about it. Obviously there is a Footloose too. So whenever they throw a special, they go unstoppable and they can also evade. But obviously if you're using a fight like Archangel here, for example, once you get enough neurotoxins, the ability accuracy gets reduced so that won't happen. You're going to see that in a second. There I was very slow to react. I just pushed them back up to a few more neurotoxins, and as you can see, nothing triggered because the ability accuracy reduction covered that. So I'm going to lose a few now. Decide to throw a special attack just to reset the combo again, but as you can see here, this Diablo is going down. He gets the unstoppable here, so now I just have to wait, which is unfortunate because it would normally cause him to regen, but because of Archangel's ability with neurotoxins, it stops any form of regeneration. So we're going to go through this now, and we're just kind of going to get this fight done. Take a hit there, some casual poor gameplay from me. Shock normally happens at least once or twice a day. And yeah, so that's the first fight on this path done. There's the team as you can see it. Nick Fury's just for Green Goblin, Red Goblin even, and Red Hulk. Again, you could even Archangel Red Goblin, but I just thought I'd bring in Nick and use Nick. It's not really anything too dangerous, and again, I have deep wounds max, so either champ will be able to handle it. Well, should be able to handle it pretty easily. And we're just going to go into the fight, and where I can after the first combo, if I get parry, I'm just going to do 4 light attacks just instead of the 5 combo, just because it then adds the extra bleed on the end of it each time. But yeah, I'm going to shut up now and just kind of let this Nick Fury fight go out a bit quicker. I get tagged up a little bit, but that's just what it is. As you can see from this fight so far, it's been a pretty poor showing. I think it's here it gets even worse because he puts me into the second life, which is embarrassing, but these things happen. And I'm going to just finish him off with Nick pretty quick after this. I was hoping that would stun to just go in for a combo, but it didn't, and as you can see, Red Goblin is now dead. So Nick Fury's in his second life. We just need to remember that when we go into Red Hulk. But now, probably one of the toughest fights for most people on this path, especially if you don't have a Spider 99 like I don't, unfortunately, not yet. He's on the want list. So this part, some people might even take dex off for it. I'm not that concerned. It's a little bit of 7.4 story content, so I should be able to be fine. And just don't want to trigger dexterity, really, this whole fight. If I can get him to throw specials like this when he's just far away from me, I don't need to trigger dexterity at any point, and then I can just not get any buffs, so then there's never any degen on me, unless I mess up with the combo, which I do a couple of times. Here I push into a special 2, and now I'm like, right, okay, I could do get to throw that at any point. And again, I believe this AI is meant to be, it's meant to have the aggressive, so they dash forward and they heavy attack a lot. So a good example there was where he used the heavy attack. And I literally just need them to throw a special 2. So it's just parry, leave myself open. If he's not going to throw it, just parry again. Again, just kind of leave myself open. And then eventually, I think it's pretty much as I get into my corner, here we go. Take all the hits onto the block, don't mind that, it's just a little bit of extra smolders for Human Torch. And then we can go use 1 hit, special 2, and kind of just carry on the fight as per usual. I think at this point, the fight's pretty much over, I think if I remember rightly. And yeah, there you go, so 49 hits. No dexterity all match, and Dormammu's in the bin. A champion that desperately needs at least a values buff, if I'm honest. I do actually quite like Dormammu. They're just so far down the pecking order in terms of any usable champions. It's just not worth people's time. So here we go. We're going to go into this fight with Nick Fury, like I said. And already, this is the reason why I do love Nick, and I know that he's obviously very highly rated anyway. But just the damage that's in this second life is absolutely crazy. A lot of the time, especially if you kind of tend to play well, or you don't get caught, or you don't want it to happen, you don't ever go into your second life. So you never really get to see these big numbers, especially not in, say, like War, for example. You wouldn't want to go into the second life in section 1. But and you see here, you can parry, stun while they're unstoppable and evading. That's fine. You don't have to worry about that. Dodge the special ones, and if you're me, you get hit in the face. So yeah, that was unfortunate. So at this point, I decided to now use Apocalypse just to finish this fight off. Now we're on to my favourite defender in the whole game. No, my person I die to the most, often my alliance mates, normally give me a lot of stick about it, but sometimes she's just 200 IQ and you have to deal with it. So just don't let her do a heavy attack. Ideally, if you can get around it, just parry. And I don't ever tend to dash back out of the special 1 anymore, just because I'm so used to Mystic Dispersion and it does nothing into your block. But if people run 5/5 Mystic Dispersion, it gives them a lot of power. So there, as you can see, I took the degen damage because I forgot to throw a special attack. And because she doesn't have any of these zones active right now, I'm going to let her throw the special 2s. These have been known to one-hit me in the past. hence why I was referring to about 200 IQ defender. But we're just going to go into this now. I've got her at 50% already. I'm going to throw the special free just to activate the Nova Flames for a little while. And I thought I maybe could sneak a little intercept in there, but she didn't want to play ball. So again, now I'm just going to bait the special 2. With no zones active, it still does a little bit of damage, right? But it's nothing compared to what it would be if it was unblockable. It would easily kill me. So just throw the special attack here, and by the time she stands up and starts to move forward, she's dead. So that's 5 out of the 6 fights done. Just the last one now, which is this Venom Pool, and then I get 2 T5 basics, and we'll probably end up taking Sorcerer Supreme up to rank 2. So here I was thinking about using Cable just for fun, but I decided for the length of the video and the fact he's only a rank 4 baby 5-star, I won't bother. So I just use Archangel, and again, for the fights where people aren't immune to bleed and poison, Archangel could deal with this just so easily. It doesn't seem like it'll be a huge problem, but as long as you, again, just manage your combo. The only thing that's weird is, I think it's a little bit later on, and it happened in one of the other fights too, the stun just didn't seem to click. Like, the timer was going quite quick, and then all of a sudden the timer just stopped. It was on the end of the neurotoxin somewhere. I can't remember which one. It was that one there. As you can see, it just wouldn't clear off, and I believe that's meant to be a Horseman ability where you extend the neurotoxin, but I didn't have the Horseman activated. So again, it could just be a synergy that I'm missing, I just forgot about. I always thought it was just a Horseman ability for Archangel, but again, it's probably just a synergy. So that's the path done, nice and easy, and yeah, no revives used, thank God. So we're progressing nicely. I appreciate it and hope you enjoyed the content, so thank you very much.